Welcome to Lesson 5. This is part 3 of 3 parts. Be sure you have completed all prior videos before watching this one. In this segment, we're going to look at entering actual values for tasks that are ahead of or behind schedule. Percentage complete can be deceiving at times. However, if you are confident and comfortable using 25% intervals, there are a series of buttons that allow you to do that. You can also use the Mark on Track function to provide more granular percentages. You should also record the actual start date for every task. Don't just assume it started as planned. I'll be showing you where to do this shortly. To start with, use the percentage buttons to indicate that design and order marketing materials, plan completed, and launch kickoff meeting are 100% complete. Make plan authors travel 50% complete. Observe the check marks that appear in the indicator column. Using the work table view, we can enter more precise values. For example, if we enter 18 hours in the actual field, the percent complete will jump to 75%. We can use the Update Tasks function to change the start date and the actual duration. Once we do that, note that this task is 100% complete and some dependent tasks had their start dates changed. Now let's show how channel sales prep is taking longer than expected by making it 90% complete with an actual duration of 7 days. In our current plan, channel sales prep has no successor tasks, so it moves out in the timeline, but does not affect the overall project. In this navigation session, we'll look at recording actual project progress on an individual task basis and on tasks where there may be deviations from plan. So let's start with the design and order of marketing materials. I'm going to come to the Task tab, the Schedule group, and I'm going to mark that as 100% complete. Notice that the progress bar moves through the entire Gantt bar, and I have a check mark in the indicator column. Now I'm going to scroll down just a little bit, and we're going to multi-select Plan Completed and Launch Kickoff Meeting. So I've selected just those 2 specific tasks with a Control click. And I'm also going to mark those as 100% complete. Plan authors travel, according to our slides, should be 50% complete, so I will use the 50% bar there. You'll notice that the progress portion of the Gantt chart bar moves just halfway across. So now we have some tasks that aren't going according to plan. Let's look at the work table. I'll come to View, Tables, Work, and for Plan Authors Travel, in the actual column, I'm going to type 18 hours to show that we've actually done 18 hours of work. I can tab out of that field, and you'll see that we've changed to 75% complete. Now we want to look at some other deviations. So what we're going to do is use Mark on Track from the Task tab, Update Tasks, and we're going to say that planning authors travel started actually 1 day earlier. So instead of starting on this Tuesday, it will start on Monday. And that's the 11th of 2016. And now we're going to make the actual duration 2 days. And when we click OK, you'll notice that that task is completed, and I can verify that by looking at my entry table and finding a check mark there. I can also look at my variance table to see how we varied. And what this tells us is we started and finished 2 days early, and we're 100% complete. So using the work table and using mark on track update tasks, we can record actual time spent and actual start and finish dates and durations for our tasks. Let's look at one more example then. I'll scroll down to Channel Sales Prep, which is right here. We're going to mark that as 90% complete with an actual duration of 7 days. So what's more, I come to my Task tab, Mark on Track, Update Tasks, and here I'm going to enter the percent complete as 90, and the actual duration as 7. Click OK, and you'll notice that I started a day and a half early, and I am extending the task out a little bit, which means that a couple of other tasks got extended out just a little bit as well. Any of the dependencies on that. And actually, it turns out there are no dependencies, so that one didn't move out at all. So that ends our navigation session. Now it's time for you to practice. Enter the progress on the plan as shown in the slides and resave your file. Notice from the variance table view, you will have negative variance on 2 of the internal launch phase tasks, Plan Authors Travel and Channel Sales Prep. This lets you know you are falling behind. Thank you for viewing the 3 Lesson 5 videos. When you have finished practicing with the user interface, be sure you take the quizzes and interact on the discussion board as required. Remember, you need to view all 3 lessons and complete the quizzes and discussion board assignments before the next class.